Right, so I just got done doing some flotation foam, and if you're wondering what I'm laughing about, check that episode out. But I also got these LED lights for the bus, so I figured since the temperature's nice, we'll go ahead and get those in. Let's get on that. All right, to do this, I got to open up this front end here because the lights are on the back side of that. So let me open this front compartment, and then we'll get the light swapped. All right, I started the bus because it hadn't run in a while. I ended up getting these Forsters off of Amazon. I really just based it off the reviews. But the bad thing is you had to get these little adapters because mine are like a 1 wire or something, and it needs 2. But they had the right stuff for it, so. But it does add to the price. Anyway, if they work, I'll be happy. If they don't, I won't. It really doesn't matter what anybody else says. Yeah, but I do like reviews. I do like hearing what other people think. Even though I tend to do my own thing. Alright, fancy box. Oh! There you go. Fancy. Alright. Let's get out here, get these old ones out, and get these ones in. Let's see, I think you just pop this off. It should be a pretty simple gig, I think, actually. Oh. Yeah, 2 wires. Oh. Man, that thing's on there good. Use some pliers so I don't break that. Man, I don't want to break the oh, there he is. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I just pop this and leave that alone. So those pull right out like that. Those are pretty cool. Oh, I guess they got that coming out there. Oh, it's got this whole thing in there. Comes with that tape and little box. Oh, it comes out 2 wires, so that's interesting. That's kind of a pain, but it does clip in, it looks like. Yeah, so it will clip in there. So this one, okay, there you go, that comes off there. That's a ground for that whole thing. But evidently the light doesn't ground off that anymore, I'm not sure. Quite the mess though. They're neat, but I'm not sure I like that part. Not working. The other side's on, so not good. We'll have to figure this out now. It says not working reverse plugs. Did nothing. Huh. Let's see. See what happens when we, that's it. It works. So basically what I do is go here and here, and that works just fine. And cut these tags off so they don't get caught in this fan. And I'm going to have to tape these things up. It's got a little fan thing running, which I don't think is really doing any good when it's inside the plastic thing here. Huh. Alright, I have no idea what happened to that video footage. I'm just now editing this, and I don't know, the other camera that it must have been using or whatever, but the footage just stops there. But you can kind of see what I ended up doing. I ended up cutting the rubber boot around the fan so that the fan's able to cool the light off. And then I just mounted the box to the top, and it works really nice. So let me turn the lights on and I'll show you all. Let me put this back in. Big old cat generator. Sorry, the bus is so dirty. I'm filming this just after I got back from my kids, so you kind of know when the time frame is. Wow, look at that, bending that in. Back on those things, just tearing this bus up. All right. I need to get clean on this thing. This thing's so dirty. We've done 2 trips now. You'll see later, we went to the fog doctor and then to a funeral. So the bus has been on the road and I just haven't cleaned it yet. Let's see. Projects to come. All right, let's turn some headlights on. Let's see, fog lamps. You already saw that. I don't know if you ever seen those put on, I think. Headlamps. Let's see what they look like. Well, you can see from here how bright they are. Well, that's fog lights too. But all right, so I don't know if you can see how bright they are, but they are bright now. So good deal. Eventually I'll do the other ones too. You know, I just only so much money to be spent on the thing at one time. Again, sorry about how dirty it is. It is dirty, but those headlights really came out nice. They're really, really bright, and yeah, it really makes a difference at night, right? You can actually see now. The other ones were just so dim. So glad to have them. I can always use more light though, I can tell you that. Woo! Okay, I know. Noisy. Hey, like my GPS. My old iPad. All right, so that's all I call those headlights successful. I do like them. I've been running them for, well, actually a couple trips now. I don't do a lot of nighttime driving, but early morning driving is more my thing. And they do work great, right? They are definitely, I mean, they were just pitiful before. I mean, just pitiful. I couldn't stand them. So I probably will end up swapping out the bright lights too. However, with those lights and my fog lights, I'm pretty well taken care of. Oh, don't look at how dirty my bus is. Ugh. I've got to get stuff done around here. On that note, let me go finish editing this video so I can get something else done. All right, moving on. All right, so we're gonna get back on the bus here. I've been working on the $10 boat all morning, till about, well, from morning till about 2 o'clock. Then I took a shower, and then, because of fiberglass, and then I worked on my dad's brake, so I got all dirty again. Then I decided I need to go figure out what the leak in the office was all about. And I found out that they didn't screw down some of the flashing. So I went up there and tarred and then screwed down all the flashing. So I shouldn't have a leak in there anymore. So that should take care of that, which is good. But now I figured, dang, I can't waste this beautiful, beautiful day. You know, it's -6 last week, and now it's, I don't know, 50 something, almost 60 degrees. So I figured I would work on the bus a little bit. I have already moved it forward and then put it up on wood so the tires wouldn't be on the concrete for the winter. And now I got these mud flaps in, so I figured I'd try to get the old mud flap off and then get the bolts off the other side and then try to put these new mud flaps on there. So that's what I'm going to work on now. So let's get to work. All right, so I already pre-treated these with some brake free. Now I just got to figure out what size it is. There you go. And then we'll get this impact on here 9/16. So we'll get the number 9/16. Maybe. Yeah, that feels right. All right, let's see if we can get this thing broken loose. Oh yeah, there you go. That brake free stuff works great, doesn't it? You can't get the thing out of there, but they can't get the nut out. Yeah, that's funny. It is interesting that they put this on here and it goes up against the foot. Now I am making that foot a little bigger than it was, but not that much bigger. All right, number 2. Oh, where'd my socket go? Put the socket back on there. Let's see if I can do it without a wrench. Probably not. Look at that. We're spinning. Yeah. spray them. I'll spray them again real quick. Rusty. See, they're all rusted on here. It's interesting that this is just plastic that it's in. I don't understand why it says Peterbilt either. The front of this, because it's not a Peterbilt, it's a cat. I looked at Caterpillar mud flats. They didn't have any of this size, but they were expensive. So I was like, well, I can live without that. Really? The rubber stuck to the rubber? Did they glue it on here or something? What the heck? Huh. Okay, well, shoot. It's harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be easy. That'd be a fast little thing. Fast little chore, but not so much. Okay, there you go. Whew. Let's get these holes made in this one. I would do the other side, but I'm not sure the bolts are exactly in the same place. So we'll just have to mark them all on that side and then drill them in later. Yeah, so I wanted to get way over off this. So hopefully that works out well. We'll see. Might have been too tight though. So that doesn't put a lot of room on this. And I was trying to get it as far away from this as I could, see, so it doesn't drag on this much more than it has to, right? So that's as far over as it can go. I could cut this a little bit, but we'll I may do that. I may come in here and just kind of cut it from here down. It might be a good idea. All right, Let me get a knife. We'll slice that off a little bit, maybe. If it's hard, we'll see if we can do it or not. You see right here, I'm going to try to cut it just so that bottom of this thing clears it. So really it just needs to go from here on down. So let me try that. I don't know where I'm going to hang you to get you to be able to see. Maybe you can see there, hopefully. Almost, it's a little shy. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. All right, we got a mud flap. And a mess. We got all these tools out of here. We'll go to the other side. See if we can get the other one on there. Alright, that one fought me all the way. I'm going to have to get another bolt because it's missing a bolt, but I got it on there. It's a little rippled. This thing was all bent up, so when I measured it, the holes kind of fell off or whatever, but I'll get another piece on there. You won't even see that. Alright, we have mud flaps. Both sides are up on there. The other side, I'm going to have to figure out how to get it bolted up. The plastic is loose. That's it's actually bolted too, so I'll have to get that fixed. But those things will help out a lot. I think they'll keep the junk from flying up from underneath the bus for the cars behind it and or the car that I'm towing, so that'll be good. And they look pretty cool. They look pretty good. All right, well, on to the next thing. All right, so one of the things I wanted to do to the good old bus is there's a couple stainless steel stripes pieces missing off the radiator. So it took me a while to find a place to do that, and I actually found the place that originally made this. As a matter of fact, one of their pictures was my bus when it had first got all dressed up with all the stainless. So anyway, it took me a couple tries because they were folded wrong, and I don't know what the issue was. But yeah, there's just straight ones even. I don't even know. So we got some straight ones, and I had some that were just bent awkwardly. I'm not sure what the deal with that was. And then I had some other ones. But anyway, so I should have a couple to fit now. And so they recommended I grind down on the glue that was already on there a little bit, and then we'll re-glue these on there. It should look nice. So we'll see. But yeah, so let me get this ground down, and then we'll get the glue, and we'll glue these on while it's nice and warm. And that'll make the bus look a whole lot nicer. I hate that those are missing. It's been driving me crazy. All right, gotta be really careful with this. I don't want to burn through the guess I got a little more aggressive as I went. I think that'll do it. Let me get a little putty knife and scrape these down, and then we'll add this stuff to it. Oh yeah, it's coming out a lot easier. It's almost to the end. All right, let's go put this in. So this is Silica Flex 252. It's what the company sent me to put in there. So it should be the right stuff. All right, I think I got some of those somewhere else. I'll try to find some more of those small ones, but we'll let this set up and dry. And that one's short. All right, let's let that dry up and see what happens. All right, so we had a flood, and when we had a flood, nobody was watching the neighborhood dock, and it ended out in the middle of the current, and a tree came by and knocked the float off of it, but it also ripped the steel cable and the metal post out of the ground. So I'm gonna go over there and dig the hole so they can pour a new footer and put the steel pylon back in nice and deep and real thick concrete. So let's go over and dig that hole real quick. As you can see, the post just came right out of the ground, so there's not a lot of concrete there. So I'll dig it out the best I can. Probably won't go too far down because it's a lot of rock, but a lot of it is they redid the landscaping on this house here, and it's all flowing here and washing this out. So this was all soaked. I think that's part of the problem too. But yeah, you can see the dock down there on the land, but this all needs to get cleaned up. But my job is to dig this out so they can put a ton of concrete in there. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get that dug out. And there's the first pontoon boat I've seen this year. Cruising right along. Nice to see. Well, that sucks, my camera stopped. I don't know what it did. But there you go, they got a 3-foot hole. There's our pier. So you should be able to pour around that then. It's all the way down the rock. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's where the big rock ledge is. So it's right there in the rock ledge, so it should sit nice. And he can put it in there and make it look good. But boy, this sure washed out this year. And it hadn't been that bad in a long time. But whatever. All right, so let me get out of here. We'll get back to the shop. We'll get busy on something else. All right, well, since I had the excavator out, there's this tree that's fallen over from the windstorm. So I figured I'd dig that out and get it taken down too. So I'll put you over here while I dig. Hopefully I don't forget you. Can you see it? I think so. So let me get to work and I'll be back. So I'd have to get a chainsaw to cut it in half and then take it down the lake. I'll do that later, and of course I'll clean all this out. But I just wanted to get it down. It was sitting there hanging. I didn't want it falling on somebody. But yeah, we'll need to chop that up in a couple pieces and then get it out of here. And all that logs over there, she was saving it for something. I'll get it down there and burn it as well. So lots of work to be done here this year because of the windstorm. I've got a young man that works up the street that likes to work with me, so I hire him and he come down and make some money. Load it up in the tractor and we'll take it down to the pile. Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna move those logs just cleaned up down here a little bit. Oh, there's another tree down right there. I'll pull that one down too. And that'll probably be it for down here for today anyway. so it's been a few days. It's a nice warm day today, so I figured I better come over here and get these clamps off here and peel this back, and we'll see what we got. Should be a beautiful stainless steel pieces. We shall see. It's got to look better than it did. I just hope it stays on. Oh yeah. Bling bling. I'm gonna have to clean the rest of my stuff back up now. And that is beautiful. Whoop. And it's gonna look awesome. Good to have it back together. That's been bothering me for a long time. Having those missing. All right, put you down. All right, that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In this case, you can't see it because the light. They're on there. Yeah, they're a little short up here, but they still look nice. They still look nice. At least there's not too big missing pieces there anymore. All right, well, there you go. Another issue solved. Well on our way. All right, so I've been inside editing. It looks like we're about at the 30-minute mark, so that's the last project I'm going to do this week on the bus. In this episode, I don't know why I said this week. This episode, yeah, so this is months later, and we made it through the winter. It looks really good. Of course, it's dirty right now because I've been running down the road, 2 different trips. But yeah, man, I got to get this thing cleaned up. Yeah, I put through a little excavator in there, stuff in there. I hope you guys don't mind that, but that's literally what I did that afternoon after I got the thing done. And that's the video was there. All right, so if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much for joining me.